Hey, today we're going to be talking about the Riemann sum. How do we solve Riemann sum? Like, what even is Riemann sum in the first place? And what are we looking for? So, Riemann sum is basically like something like this, and then we put rectangles inside, we calculate for each rectangle, and we add them all together. Okay, that's the simple term. So, what's the formula for that? The formula is delta x, f something, plus f something, plus f something, and so on. And then this is the general looking formula. Okay, how do we find this? And how do we find this? Once we find them, we just plug it in the formula and we get the answer. Okay? So all of this will be given. We just need to do some very simple calculations. Very, very simple calculations. They give you every single question I've seen with Riemann sum, they'll tell you it's a Riemann sum. Evaluate the Riemann sum. So you don't have to worry about identifying Riemann sum. They'll tell you. So, and also they must give you one of these things. They must give you a range, and they must be telling you which direction. Is it left, right, or midpoint? Over here. So these are must. They must give to you. So what are these data helpful? These data are like very, very helpful. So what can we do with them? So this thing can help with solving these individual ones. And this can solve that. Also, they'll have to give you the subintervals as well, my bad. So let's just do the question, okay? So first, what do? We solve for this thing. Actually, before that, first we list all the data out. So this is just a equals 0, b equals 2. The smaller one is a, bigger one is b. And then the subintervals is n. Make that equal to 4. That's what was given. They always give it, so you don't have to worry about not finding these data. They have to give it to you in order to solve the question, so you don't have to worry about not having the data. And then this thing is just 4 minus x squared. Okay, once all of that's written, we now can solve for delta x. Delta x, there's a formula for it, is equal to, very, very simple formula, is b minus a divided by n. B is given, is 2, minus 0 divided by 4. Also, this can be written in many forms. So this form is like this, right? They can also write it like this, 2 and 0. They're the same thing. Let me just, yep, they're the same thing. And then we get an answer of 1/2. So we now have delta x. How do we figure out the insides of this? So, okay, let me just label this. This is step 1. This is step 2. And then now we'll move on to step 3. Step 3, we draw something like this. We label this as 0 and this as 2. Because it's the range, it's right. It's from 0 to 2. And then we use the number of subintervals. So there's 4. We need to determine which side it starts from, or does it start from the middle. So it says it starts from the right endpoint. It starts from here. So from here, this counts as 1, and then 2, 3, and 4. Okay, we now have this drawn. We need to fill in this. So between 0 and 2, the middle point is 1. Between 1 and 2, it's 3 divided by 2. Over here is 1/2. And then we're starting from the right side, so we count here. So this is valid, this is valid, this is valid, and this is valid. Okay? And we plug it, so we have all the data we need right now. We plug into the formula. So, delta x, we have it, it's 1/2. Brackets, f, the first f, counts from here to here. So it's 1/2. Yep, 1/2 plus 1 plus 3 divided by 2 plus 2. In order to solve, we convert this into something that we can actually plug into a calculator. Basically for this one, for example, we have this, so it becomes 4 minus 1/2 squared. And, oops, same thing. So we basically replace the x with whatever number we have here, and then we solve. So if I continue, it'll be like 1/2 f. Oops, no, there's no f anymore. It's just numbers. So 4 minus 1.5 squared plus. Make sure there's brackets when you put in calculator, so there's no error. And 4 minus 1 squared plus 4 minus 3 out of 2 squared plus, bracket that, 4 minus 2 squared. And we get our answer. Once, you can do this separately. You can do this, 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 and then you rewrite it and then do the calculation. But I already did the calculation, so I know the answer for this. So once I plug all of this in the calculator, my answer is 4.25. And that is the answer. Your answer should always be a number. And that's how you solve this type of problem. And also, if it says it starts from the left, then it starts here. Well, let me change the color so you understand. So it starts from here. Then this wouldn't be valid. So instead of placing 1.5, 1, 3, and divided by 2 and 2, it would be just, this will be 0, 1.5, 3 over 2, and then, wait, no. 1.5, this will be 1, and this will be 3 over 2. And then we plug it all into the formula and we get the answer. And it should be something like this. So this is starting from right or left. So that's the only difference. So now that you've seen this, you basically mastered everything that starts from left or right. Now we look at the midpoint. How do we do that? So the second question now. The third question is going to be a practice problem that you could do. I'll do after. I'll give you some time to do the fourth question. I mean this question, the third question. And then I'll solve it. But the midpoint one, you can try if you want. But same thing. They have to give you the formula here. They have to give you a range. They must give you the subintervals, or n, and they must give you the direction. Using this, we have a, which equals the smaller number here, equals 0, b equals 3, the bigger number. We know that's the midpoint. Midpoint, we know that n is equal to 6. Okay, that's all we need right now. That's step 1. Whenever you see the question, just put everything down. Step 1, you'll get partial marks for it. Guaranteed. They're giving you at least partial marks for it. I think, okay. So, and then the next step, step 2, is solve for delta x. Delta x's formula is b minus a divided by n, which equal to 3 minus 0 divided by 6, which is 1.5. Step 3, we solve for everything we need to put in x. Everything we need to put in the f thing. So, yeah, we have to draw this diagram. It says 6, so we need to put 6. But it says midpoint. We don't start from any individual point. So what does midpoint mean? Midpoint is basically you can start from left side or right side. It doesn't matter. But once we draw, so let's say we start from the left side this time. So this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, from here you count here to 6, or from here you count here to 6. It doesn't matter. And then we do not take these numbers. Okay, we do not take these numbers. We label them just like what we did last time. So this is 0, this is 3, and this is 1.5, this is 0.5, this is 1, this is 2, this is 2.5. After we label these, we don't use these numbers. We use the midpoint. So let me change the color. We use this number in the middle. Okay, this might be kind of confusing, but a key note to have is the number of these needs to equal to the number of n. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's equal. If you have anything more, then you did something wrong. You have to redraw. So they always equal. So yeah. So half of the half, so 0.5 divided by 2 is 0.25. Over here is 0.75. over here is 1.25, over here is 1.75, 2.25, this is a 3, so 2.75, and then we just plug everything into the calculator. So we just put the formula down. So fourth is you just get the solution. So let me see. Yep, so this is already given, so we solved it, so it's 1 over 2 brackets f 0.25 plus f of 0.75 plus f of 1.25 plus f of 2.25. Oh, another one, so plus f of 2.75, and then we plug it here. 1 divided by 2. Okay, this will be, look at the formula. It's pretty annoying to do these, but you have to do them, so it's like this. It's not hard, it's just tedious. So square root 0.75, oops, minus 1, plus 1.25 minus 1, plus, oops, wait, that's correct, so bracket again, 2.25 minus 1 plus 2.75 minus 1. And then you plug all of this into your calculator, and you get the correct answer. Well, let me try my calculator. Oh, I missed one. I missed one here. I missed one. Yeah, this is just, it's not hard, it's just very tedious. So if I did plus, I missed this one. And 1.75 minus 1. And we get our answer to be not this, but 4. Actually, no. It's 0.482624. There we go. That's going to be the answer. And if we checked here, and that is the exact answer. Oopsie daisy. Okay, that's how you solve for this. Now we can you can try this. You can try this by yourself. You can pause the video and try doing this. So first, they gave us this using subintervals with, so we know the subintervals they gave us is n equals, wait, what am I doing? So they gave us a and b. A equals 0, b equals 8. And they didn't give us the formula, right? But they gave us a graph, so we don't need the formula. The formula is only basically just a graph. If we have the graph, we don't need the formula. It's the same thing. So there's 4 subintervals, so n equals 4. So that's step 1. Step 2 is delta x equal to b minus a divided by n, and that is equal to 8 divided by 4, which is equal to 1 out of, nope, which is equal to 2. So that's step 2. Step 3 is, we can just solve the problem directly. So a is when it's at the right endpoint, so we start here. And we have 4 intervals. So we start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So according to this every one of these things is 1. It's like that. So if we start from the right, so we start from here, This is 2, since it's already given. Basically, previously we had some kind of formula, for example, f is equal to square root x. Then we would have to find this to plug in, right? So when x is 1, right, we plug in something, so we know that when x is 1, what y is. Right now, we don't have to plug it in. We know directly from the graph that when x is equal to 1, the answer is 3. So in order to solve a, we just do this. A is equal to, delta x thing, which we already have. So 2, and then brackets, like these things, right? We have from the right, so we start from here, 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 here. These are valid from the right side, so we don't even need to put f of something. We have the answer directly. So we just put 2 plus -1, -1 plus, wait a second, no, this is 4 at the top. This thing is 4 at the top, so this is 3, this is 4. So plus -1, plus 3, and plus 3 again. And that is our answer for A. For number B is from the left point, so starting from this side, and then this side is not valid, we do 2 bracket 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus -1. And we get our answer for B. C, let me check, is the midpoint. So we do our erasing. Wait, let me grab my eraser. Erase this. So we know that it's counting by 2. It's counting by 2. It's here, 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 here. We count by 1 this time. We start from here. We jump like this. So let me erase this thing. So we usually start here, 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 and here. We now do in the middle. So here, 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 and here. This is 4. This is 2. 2 again, 0. So it's 2, starting from this thing is 4, plus 2, plus 2, plus 0. And that is our answer. So let me just calculate this. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. So that's 14. Let me double check my work. 6. Okay, 7. So yeah, that's correct. So the first answer is 14. Second answer is 9 minus 1 is 8. Times 2 is 16. 2 plus 2, 4, 8. Times 2 is 16 again. So these are the answer. And that's all the type of questions that you will be facing. And if you could do, I suggest you do the whole thing again, except by yourself. You do the exact same questions here by yourself. Once you can do them all by yourself without looking at the solution, I think you mastered this, the Riemann Sum. Thank you for watching.